Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 1989 Zelda Ocarina of Time figures. Now this is a new in-box item. Got it for about 50 bucks. And yes, I will be opening it. People, this thing, they're toys. Like, they're not going to be played with if you don't open them. Anyways, my box is in terrible condition, and if I really did want to display them, I'd buy a better box, because honestly, they're pretty cheap on eBay. 50 bucks, like, sure, that's a lot for an action figure, but for a good box, oh yeah, like this is pretty good deal. Like, I'll be keeping the box for sure, but I will be getting a better box if I'm going to display a figure. Okay, I hate these packaging. So you feel like you're gonna break it, especially since this is like all ripped up. I don't want to break it anymore because I do kind of want to keep the box. And it's like this dumbass packaging. It's freaking stupid ass shit. Well, I will say, it's gonna be a pain getting the figures out without tearing up the plastic. So you may be wondering why I'm doing this. It's because I love Zelda. I just got an N64 and Majora's Mask because I finished Ocarina of Time on my 3DS. And you may be wondering why I didn't just buy the 3DS remake. It's because they changed a lot. Like, for Ocarina of Time, they didn't change. All they did was basically update the graphics and add a save feature, which I will appreciate, but it's honestly probably better what they did. It's probably not that good. Like, if I feel like buying it, I will, but really nice box. Like, it's pretty flimsy, but not like today plastic flimsy. This really bothers me. So it looks like it's a full packaging and it should come off, but it's got like this little rim around it, which is gonna be a pain to get apart. So I'm just cut into it. Cut into the plastic. I'll take these side bits down before I do that, so it's easier. I will say, this is packed very meticulously. Though I will say, it does seem to be packed for kids. There's not like the bullshit you get on today's packaging where, say for this figure. Where is it? Where's the box? Okay. Here it is. I'm blind. War for Cybertron Megatron. Siege Megatron. You don't get figures that are all blister package. No, they aren't blister. You don't get figures like all tied up and shit. No. These are built for kids to open, to play with. Okay. So I'm gonna just cut into the plastic, being careful not to scrape anything, because I don't want to damage any of my figures. Just by looking at them, I will say that their articulation doesn't seem all that good, but it is kind of the style of the era. No elbow, no knee articulation. Like, if you look at the old He-Man figures, those don't have, they have barely any articulation. Like, honestly. Alright, this package opening is getting very meticulous, because I'm cutting around the seams. Zelda happened to be a very big figure. Okay. If I can get at least one out, I'd be fine. I just cut to when yeah. Okay, so I managed to free all of them from their box. And this is what I've got. So, here's Ganon. His head, from what I can tell, can move, but it's very stiff for me. His arms move. He's got a joint here, which can move out. And he's got a knife here, but it doesn't come out. Alright. Here's Zelda. Head doesn't move, but it looks like it should, but the hair gets in the way. Waist articulation. Both arms should move, but mine is stiff and I don't want to force it on her left arm. Either way, she's right-handed, so... now here's the main event, Link. Now, he comes with both the Hylian shield and the Master Sword. And I noticed something. So his sheath, due to the fact that his hat is in the way, he can't turn his head all the way. So the sheath just kind of gets in the way unless you push it. Either way, if you have the shield, he can't hold it in like a battle stance. Like, he can clip it onto his arm, but it's gonna look like the Twilight Princess amiibo where Link just kind of looks weird. So you can clip it, you can actually clip it onto the sheath. Depends on how high you clip it. If you clip it up here, he actually won't be able to move his hat. If you clip it down here, you can technically move the hat, like that. Basically, all you're gonna get is this pose out of him. And I noticed that he doesn't stand very well. Here. So, here's Link. So, notice that he doesn't stand very well, as you can see. Okay, so basically he's very back-headed. That's all I've got to say. And Ganon stands really good. I mean, he's really built to stand. So, I don't know what's wrong with my Link, but it's probably just his feet, which probably got bent out of place. Because he's very... Though I will say, his legs are kind of bendy, so you can bend them into a position and keep it like that, but I wouldn't recommend doing that. Just get him some, like, tape for his legs. Overall, I think they're really good figures for the time, but if you are to buy Legend of Zelda figures, just go with the World of Nintendo ones, because they look a whole lot better. I mean, Link's face paint is just really terrible. You can't see it because of how shitty my camera is, but you can see like a bunch of imperfections, and it's not that good. So, yeah, that's my review.